guys, Movie Nerd here, and let's talk about Lady Bird. Now, Lady Bird is a new A24 film, and it is the directorial debut of my favorite actress, Greta Gerwig. Now, I'm going to give you a quick synopsis of the film. Christine Lady Bird McPherson, Saoirse Ronan, fights against but is exactly like her wildly loving, deeply opinionated, and strong-willed mom, Laurie McHalf, a nurse working tirelessly to keep her family afloat after Lady Bird's father, Tracy Letts, loses his job. Set in Sacramento in 2002, amidst a rapidly shifting American economic landscape, Lady Bird is an affecting look at the relationships that shapes us. As I said earlier, this is Greta Gerwig's directorial debut, and I loved her in this film called Frances Ha. And if you haven't seen Frances Ha, I would strongly recommend seeing it because it's one of my favorite performances from Greta Gerwig. But that aside, I wanted to jump shift into this film first, Lady Bird, because Lady Bird for me really knocked it out of the park. It was a home run and one of my favorite performances from Saoirse Ronan. If you don't know who she is, she was also in Hannah, she was also in Brooklyn, she was also in the Grand Budapest Hotel. So she's made a name of herself as of late, but I'm starting to realize now that she's becoming more of a household and prominent name now in Hollywood. And rightfully so, because Saoirse Ronan gave a wonderful performance in this film. I think it's one of the standouts of this year, honestly, because I think Greta Gerwig gave her heart and her passion into this production. And you really have a sense of where Lady Bird comes from. Because we all come from families where we argue sometimes with our siblings, with our parents, and most of the times in film, that's easily exaggerated. But in this film, in Lady Bird, Greta Gerwig captures that honestly and captures that beautifully. I loved Saoirse Ronan's performance because it's real, it's honest, it's what you would say or it's what you would do if you're arguing with your mother or your siblings or what have you. So that alone, the performance was remarkable and extraordinary to see. And along the way, I start to realize that this film is not your ordinary film. It's a coming-of-age story, but not with love, but the love for your parents. Because I feel that Christine McPherson, Lady Bird, understands that later on in the film, and you start to realize the growth that she becomes as a person. There are moments in the film where Christine, Lady Bird, she starts to encounter many different boys, and they start to blossom into new relationships. But it's not about that. The film glosses that over and captures her personality, her character traits, and her growth as a character. And then along the way, you start to realize that you can relate to these characters because at one point in your life, you probably have done that or you probably have said that. Guys, in the end, Lady Bird was a stellar knockout. It is remarkable. It is beautiful. It is one of the films that you have to see. And I think that you're going to see more and more of Saoirse Ronan in the years to come. She's becoming a remarkable, marvelous actress now in Hollywood. I'm going to give Lady Bird an A+. So what did you think of Lady Bird? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Please sound off in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. And please don't forget to like and subscribe and share this with your friends. What did you think about Lady Bird? Until next time, guys. Peace out.